We'll go to that moot question.
You reduce only 5%.
No, I know the point. The point can be made that you can do anything but corruption won't go. I mean, that some will see as a bit of a fatalistic argument.
No, I'm not saying that. Globally, corruption can only be brought down by 5% through law. There has to be other methods to deal with corruption.
No, I'm sure there have to be other methods. Why?
Right. CBI's autonomy is very important. CBI's autonomy
question
is very
for Devesh
important.
Thakur.
But
question for Devesh Thakur is this: do you think the government is clinging on to the CBI? If everybody agrees the Lokpal should be an autonomous institution, do you get a sense the government is sort of clinging on to the CBI?
Well, on the top of it, Arnab, it does seem so. But what I would say, as far as we are concerned, as far as we in Bihar are concerned, as far as the Janata Dal U under Nitish Kumar is concerned, you have seen we have already done our bit. We are one of the first few states we have already come out with a Lokpal bill. And we think our bill is as good as anyone else, if not better. I would say it is better than anyone else. You can name or quote anyone. Number one. Number two, as far as the central government clinging to the CBI is concerned, now that is the impression coming out, definitely. But I would say, as Mr. Vineet Narayan said, and as Madam Neela Satyanarayan said, if the government does not want, if it feels that the total surrender of the CBI to the Lokpal is not proper, then at least they could have ensured some autonomy as far as administration and as far as investigation or prosecution is concerned. That is, of course, a point I agree to.
Vikas Singh, you're listening on to this debate. Do you think the government's done a U-turn?
Arnav, in my view, the Team Anna is mixing up a couple of issues. As far as granting autonomy to CBI is concerned, I am fully in favor of that, and I feel that is the only way to ensure that the investigation and prosecution, both which is done under the aegis of CBI, becomes, you know, meaningful and effective. But that autonomy can be granted without the CBI going under the Lokpal. The autonomy can be granted firstly by making the appointment of the director in a manner where the government loses the control, the primacy of deciding who will be the director. The autonomy can be granted by ensuring that the CBI, within the CBI, the transfer posting is done by the director or by a committee appointed by him. The autonomy can also be granted by giving it financial independence in how it would like to deal with matters vis-a-vis the expenses that the CBI has to incur in its day-to-day functioning. Now, that is a completely separate chapter altogether as regard whether CBI should be under Lokpal. Lokpal, CBI is an organization which is not only doing...
Mr. Singh, here's a counter question to you. You are willing to look at all the side issues, all the other ways in which the CBI can be given a certain measure of autonomy. Why are you not looking at the principal issue, the real function, which is investigation? You're willing to look at all the side issues, selection, limited autonomy, etc., etc. But the way in which a corrupt public servant can get punished is, you would agree, investigation. Why are you sidestepping that? Why aren't you willing to concede that?
I'm sorry, Arnab. Probably I didn't make myself clear. I said that if you give CBI complete autonomy, even the investigation of CBI also gets autonomy. It's not that only the, I'm not in favor of any partial autonomy. I strongly believe that CBI should be fully autonomous and it should not have any government control whatsoever. And that can be done by amending the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act. That can be done by even inserting some provisions in the Lokpal bill. Like, for instance, the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act was amended by the CVC Act. They inserted the special directive by amending when they brought in the CVC Act. So it is not as if this can't be done even while framing the Lokpal bill. So I am saying
tonight
that
it's not been done
by law.
Tonight, doesn't it appear to you that the government has decided to take Team Anna head on? It has not just not done it, it's rejected the possibility of investigative powers to the CBI.
I'll tell you, Arnab, we are all in favor of eradicating corruption from this country. I mean, no citizen of this country would want this country to function the way it is functioning. But there is a grave danger in succumbing to the self-appointed representatives of the people, whether it be Prashant Bhushan or Kejriwal, who has given them the authority to represent the people of India.
So it comes down to that moot argument.
That is a very major
argument. Is that the moot argument?
It can lead to anarchy. Today,
is that the real argument?
By a very good. No, today we are led by a very nice, simple person like Mr. Anna Hazare, who has the benefit of the nation at heart. But tomorrow there could be somebody having a hidden agenda, and you could be taking on the system like this, which would be kind of an anarchy-like kind of a situation.
You know, Mr. Vikas Singh.
Rather than just let me complete one sentence only. If you want to really do something for this country, you should bring in political reforms as the first step. Lokpal should have come later. Ensure that the right people get elected. That is where either Anna Hazare or anybody else should be first thinking of. The moment you start doing that, everything else will percolate down. You are wanting to say that the people who are actually the representatives of the people should be ignored.
I am simply saying,
and these self-appointed representatives should decide what law should be brought in this country.
Mr. Singh, and I'm sorry, I haven't even gone so far to Mr. Jagdeep Chokar, but I'm just coming to Mr. Singh. You know, when we began the News Hour tonight, I said this channel will debate the real issue, the specific issue, which is the CBI. Tonight, let's not get into generalities. Are these people good? Are these people bad? Are these people pompous? Are these people self-righteous? Is this happening in a hurry? Should it happen in Parliament? Should it happen in Jantar Mantar? Why don't we address the real issue of debate, which is the independence, autonomy of the CBI? That's the question, Mr. Jagdeep Chokar. I want to bring you in.
That can be done without bringing them under the Lokpal.
Absolutely.
It can be done without bringing them under the Lokpal. Without bringing Jagdeep Chokar, founder member of the Association of Democratic Reforms. Your take on the issue of the CBI and what you see the government's position tonight.
You see, CBI should not be not only under government control, it should also not be under any political control. The issue to be noted is that the government, of course, I suppose burdened by the responsibility of so-called governance, are taking a minimalist approach. What is the minimum we can do to get rid of this bone in our throat? All the other political parties are considering it to be a cake and trying to see how much portion of the cake we can get. The entire political establishment, as was said by Farooq Abdullah in the all-party meeting, by creating an effective agency to control corruption, why do you want to control flow of black money into the electoral process? And even in this debate today, we have seen the government has made a U-turn. I would say government never made any turn in the first place. It had no intention of doing anything. We have heard from Mr. Vineet Narayan how the NDA did not implement a Supreme Court judgment. We have the Janata Dal JDU representative saying, he stopped short of saying CBI should not be under political control. Nobody in the political establishment is looking to do anything worthwhile. They are trying to see what is the minimum they can get away with. Take, for example, reservations in the Lokpal appointment. Has anybody mentioned anything about it? Should there be reservations in the Supreme Court? Just because there are reservations or so-called reservations in the formation of the cabinet, does this mean this should go on all over the place? The problem is not of CBI, the problem is of the mindset of the political class. The political class has to understand that they cannot continue to hoodwink the nation with doing bare minimum at every stage. I mean, is it not possible for the government or the ruling coalition to think of what is in the interest of the nation and go ahead with it? One day we are told the Lokpal
haven't they already gone more than 50%? Haven't they already gone?
Sorry?
Haven't they already gone? Let me get Keshav Rao to respond to you and Nirmala Sitharaman, because you're not just talking of the Congress, you're talking of the political establishment at large tonight. You know, we spoke to some people in government. 1 minute, sir. They said we have gone more than 50%. It is Team Anna that is being too rigid. It is Team Anna that is being inflexible.
No, it is not so.
They have made up their mind to fight.
They have not even gone 10%. They have not gone even 10%. The whole effort has been to prevent, to minimize under one pretext or the other.
I would like to get in
What does it
Keshav
mean
Rao.
to say that? Can't they sit down, can't the political establishment sit down and decide what is the most appropriate way of appointing the CBI director? We are talking, Mr. Vineet Narayan is talking about the CVC. We have seen the appointment of the CVC.
Keshav Rao is responding.
Nirmala Subramaniam is saying there should be a collegium appointment. The CVC's appointment was
Let's get the other view.
Straight to the subject.
Mr. Keshav Rao.
Now, Arnab, let me get straight to the subject. Number one, I would say the debate whether about the mindsets of people. Yes, I differ with you, Mr. Chakkar, as far as the mindset is concerned. I am concerned about a stratified society in which I am born. I have inherited that. Perhaps because you have gone to the school where your father could send you to school and you can talk about it, I will not be able to talk. I will only talk about the sections which have been left out. Even if it is a Supreme Court or High Court, they must have their reservation. Full stop. But that is not the subject today. Now let us talk about our subject today is, now we are thinking of this Lokpal as one which will address very honestly the corruption per se. If that is so, this is not a silver bullet through which you can kill entire corruption. It should be, as a principle I am telling you, should be a golden link between various anti-corruption laws that exist. There's something like 29 to 30, which Prashant Bhushan will be able to tell you, 32 perhaps. It must be a link. Now what exactly is this link? Now we come back to the third point. Should CBI, the investigation agency, be independent, be autonomous, or be under the Lokpal as such? Whatever it be, it should be honest. It should do its job very honestly without the influence of anybody. How can it be done? I give an example of CBCID, Arnab. In the states, we have CBCID. The CID does the investigation. Do you know, but there is no report. The report is not sent to the prosecution directorate by the CBI. It is sent to the chief, who is the
Mr. Keshav
IG
Rao.
cadreman. It goes there,
Mr. Rao.
it will ask for reinvestigation. Yes.
Mr. Rao, central issue tonight. Is the CBI truly independent?
Yeah, that is what
Central
it is.
issue tonight. Vineet Narayan is with us tonight.
No, that is what.
Vineet Narayan is with us tonight. And I remember that the very respected Justice J.S. Verma had 14 years ago in his case said the CBI should be free from the pressures of political masters. Today, 14 years later, is the CBI truly independent? Is it independent?
Arnab, you can't. I'm just talking the same thing. Today is the investigation to be independent. What is independent? Functional independence is necessary. Once CBI goes and addresses or investigates a particular thing, you have a right in not other places. No, under CRPC is allowed. If there is a superintendent, if you have 32 witnesses studied and he relies only 2 because of influence of the government, this superintendent, that is in the CBCID is the practice, he can ask for another 4 to be added. That is what exactly the superintendent does, not the court. Kejriwal perhaps does not know. He thinks only court can ask for investigation. Certainly not. When there is the system. So that is what I said today. We have a draft. Let the bill come. The system which Prashant Bhushan said, the layers, subtleties, let us understand later.
Today the moot question is this. I want Nirmala Sitharaman to come in. The moot question is this. Unless there is CBI is free of administrative control, there will be a conflict of interest. There will be a conflict of interest. In your view, is the CBI truly autonomous and independent, Nirmala Sitharaman? Because our previous speaker, Jagdeep Chokar, blamed the entire political class, which I presume includes the BJP.
Yes, it does.
Well, he did mention the BJP too. However, today the mood of the country is that we need an independent CBI. And as regards investigations, we want the CBI and its investigation wing to be separated from prosecution wing, and very clearly, unless the autonomy of CBI is established, it is going to be difficult to win the confidence of the people.
One minute. I want to ask you a follow-up question.
In order to maintain an objectivity
I want to ask you, you said again, we want the investigative and prosecution wing of the CBI to be separated from each other. You said that. So, do you mean
yes,
that the CBI's investigative wing and the prosecution wing, whichever separate from each other, should come under the Lokpal? I'm asking you again, if that is the official position of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Too. I'll do it if you allow me again. If you allow me, I will explain it again. We want the 2 wings to be separate. And as regards supervisory control and as regards other supervisory oversight issues, we want it to be under the Lokpal. But as regards prosecution, we want the prosecution wing to be independent. And that makes it very clear that we want the CBI to be completely independent, with its director's appointment being done by the collegium. So we have even given a certain kind of formula for consideration of the parliament.